Well, good morning. Good morning. Hello, everybody. Hey, it's Becky from Power Tools with Thread. You are in our Stitchuation room, which is a virtual stitching retreat where you follow me along on my sewing journey. And I hope I can inspire you to put something under the needle. How's everybody doing? I see you guys all here in the chat. We are an hour delayed because I happen to be in California instead of Texas. So flew into Ontario, California last night, which is just east of Los Angeles. And we don't have any kind of the fires or anything like that going on here. And matter of fact, it's probably still pretty dark out there. So I had tried to do this at like 7 Pacific, which would have been 9 for the usual folks. And y'all, 4 a.m., my little eyes popped open, which is 6 for me, right? The 2-hour time difference. And I had laid here and I said, you know what? Let's just get up and get moving. So I already had a shower and obviously dressed. I'm in my little logo shirt, getting ready to go over to Road to California. I am here at the behest and courtesy of Sewing Machines Plus, and they have got me in the Doubletree by Hilton, which is right next to the convention center. So very nice digs. This is a very nice room, one of the nicest rooms I've been in for a, a short-term hotel kind of thing. So very nice. Good to see everybody here. I'm looking at you from my iPad. I've got my laptop open over here, but I wasn't sure if I would need that to see the chat, but it looks like everything is good. It's so great to see everybody. Good morning, all. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, so it is walking distance. Yeah, Dee, it sure is. I have to go across a back parking lot, and I have my little vendor badge that will let me in a gate at the back of the convention center. So my second cup of coffee is about done, and my third one just finished brewing. That's one thing for me, you guys. I've got to have a coffee pot in my room. Do you guys have mandatory stuff you need in a room when you travel? For me, it's definitely the coffee pot. That's one thing I hate about going on a cruise. I know I can get coffee delivered to my room, but if I wake up at dark 30, I want to make it right then. So coffee. Yes, gotta have it. But front desk was very nice and gave me more. No, we're not going to have a Frito visit today. I know. So I had great flights. I was delayed a little bit yesterday, which is to be expected since the South is all frozen in. And it wasn't really from our end. I was flying out of San Antonio, but there were flights coming in from east, right? Like Georgia, maybe Atlanta and Houston, and those flights were all shut down. So people were being rerouted like crazy. But it wasn't bad at all. It was just fine. And then we had a stopover in Phoenix, and I didn't have to deplane. So that was cool too. Right now, my Kindle is MIA. So I hope I didn't leave that in a pocket on the plane, just in case I went ahead and disassociated it from my Amazon account. I don't need somebody buying up a library worth of books on my Kindle. Darn. It happens. However, I did get in, when I got here yesterday, I was exhausted. So it's entirely possible I did not dig in every pocket of all the suitcases. All right, I'm going to go grab my third cup of coffee. I will be right back. Talk amongst yourselves for about 15 seconds. Gotta have it, y'all. Okay. So I can tell you how infrequently I travel using hotels. We're normally in the motorhome. The lady, can I file a claim for my Kindle? I don't know. It's pretty old. It's fine. I'll find it. Things like that happen to me all the time, and then they pop up in the strangest places. But the young lady at the front desk last night, she says, How did my computer case work for me sailing? It's fantastic. It's sitting on the other bed over there, getting ready to go to the show. So she says to me, do you want housekeeping to come clean your room while you're here? And I was like, what? Because don't they come every day and make the bed and fresh towels, right? And then she said, I said, yeah. And she says, well, do you want them to come every day? And I was like, yeah. I guess conserve water. Who knows? Conserve towels. Who knows? I don't know. Ah, new thing. And then she hands me my little room key. And I said, what room number am I in? And she said, I can't say it for security reasons. I said, okay. So I had to look at the little pouch. Not the seasoned traveler on the West Coast for sure. Yeah. Is anybody else going to Rhodes? Some of you are here. Housekeeping's optional. Okay. Yeah. Well, you want to see my RV sewing setup, July? It's pretty cramped. You will see it in July because I am taking you with me on our road trip. Matter of fact, I extended the road trip into the first weekend of August, and we're going to Nashville. So I will be over in that neck of the woods. So we're going to loop around. That'll be a lot of fun. So I've never been, and I've always wanted to go. And I'm going to find quilt stores all along the way. I know it's the opposite direction. It's a little north instead of going south, but always wanted to do it, and we will be there, and we have time. You're going to see me on Saturday, Teresa. All right, come find me. I can't wait to see you guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. Oh, y'all, so good. A little sweet. I think I put too much in there. So I want to talk to you about the machine. I don't want to travel without a sewing machine. If you guys are thinking about getting a new machine that it's not as small as a travel machine, really, but it's not the big dog of the Stellaire or the Luminaire or something like that, or the Baby Lock equivalent or whatever. But I am here with Sewing Machines Plus. They are a brother dealer. They do have Baby Lock machines as well. Some, I believe. Because I remember talking to Blaine about I had wanted to do a sashiko machine at one point in time, and the only machine that does that is a Baby Lock. So then I resisted the urge, and that it left me, and I'm fine now. So all right, so this is the Brother BQ 950, and this is the exact same sewing machine that my husband has. He bought it at the one of the Houston shows a couple of years ago, and this is the exact machine that he sews all of his legit kits on, and those are paper pieced quilts. So this is a brother, and this is the Quilt Club series. So it's got this nice big table on it. Okay. You can use it as a travel machine. It probably weighs somewhere in the mid 20 pounds or so. But a lot of you are embroiderers and you would like a sewing only machine that you can just set your embroidery machine up just for embroidery. And now you're looking for something that is mid-range priced that, will work as a really solid sewing machine. And I really like this one. He was looking at another machine, and then I said, no, you don't want that one. And he goes, why? And I said, because it doesn't have an auto thread cutter. And that's one of those things that you don't know what you don't know, right? So you may not realize how handy an auto thread cutter is if you don't know. And so because possibly of price, you look at this machine where you could have spent another $300 or $400 and gotten a far superior machine. Not only that it has a thread cutter in it, it also has a knee lift. It also has needle down, which is a fantastic little function for quilting. When you stop, you want that needle to stop in the down position. So there's just a lot of things that you don't know if you are an embroiderer and you're wanting to become a quilter. So let me bring the camera around. I'm going to bring it over here to my other side and show you guys. You can see my room in the mirror. And show you guys what this beauty looks like right here. Okay. So yeah, I'm traveling with my tripod and everything. Miss Raina from Sewing Machines Plus was so sweet last night. She came in and brought me the machine and all this. So, you know, lots and lots of buttons and whatnot to play with. I wish I could zoom in for you guys, but I can't. Uh, but like I said, there are just things on this that you really wouldn't think about as far as that auto thread cutter, that little pair of scissors, very, very handy. Standard speed controls. That's one nice thing about Brother Machines is that when you get a Brother Machine, odds are, and I wish the lighting was better, you guys. I'm on hotel lighting and this is it. Okay. I didn't bring a ring light with me, but you're going to be able to, you know, this is your go button and your reverse, needle down. You can needle up, needle down with a button, or you can set it over here on this to stop needle down, which is so incredibly handy on a pivot with quilt squares when you're doing that. This is the Brother BQ 950, Kim. BQ 950. So it's part of their Quilt Club series. It says Quilt Club right up here, and it comes with this nice big table. Now it has the standard little bed that you would use for a little sewing machine for garment sewing if you want, where you can have the free arm, because this will, I don't want to knock over any of my cups of coffee. Okay. Because this will just pop right off right here. Okay. This comes, it comes off. I just put it on. I think I put it on too well. But this does come off for the free arm right there. So let me, you can see it's got needle down. Now I'm going to pull this up. This is their, this is one of their demo machines. It also has a knee lift. And I am a firm believer in the knee lift. This is how I sew all the time. A lot of you have them and don't use them. And I adore a knee lift just because it is so easy to just, I'm pushing it with my thigh right on the outside of my right knee. And then you can pull things. They put a little red thread in there. And let's see. I need to push this up there. It has a drop-in bobbin, which is very nice, unlike the straight stitch machine. So you've got the drop-in right there. So let's see. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Yes. Hi, Scotty Dog. Good morning. Betty Boop uses her knee lift all the time. Allison, you can buy a knee lift, okay, if you lost yours. And Raina brought me a bobbin because I brought my thread. I forgot my bobbin. Y'all, I was a mess yesterday when I was trying to get out of the house. I'm always like that. I'm always afraid of packing too much and then not enough, right? And it happens like that. So there we go. So easy to change the bobbin with a drop-in bobbin like that. If you have one that is not a drop-in, you know how cumbersome that can be. And then this case pops up and it gives you all of your stitches, gazillions of stitches. And this one even has a full alphabet right here, all your numbers and letters. Very handy if you're going to make little tags for kids' clothes where you can stitch their name. So it'll just do that. It's this close to being an embroidery machine without the arm, right? That kind of thing. So why the knee lift if I have it set to automatic? Jane, that's a great question. So, and I have not played with this yet. I need to make sure that the this has a memory in it as well. And let's see, I've got, yeah, almost all kinds of cool stitches here. Let me go back to a straight stitch. Why a knee lift if you have it set to automatic? So that, not that the foot pedal comes up. Okay, I have it set to needle down when it stitches. I don't have any, oh, there is a spool of thread in here, a little red. Let's see. Oh, another thing that this thing has on it is the knot button. And this is a very handy feature, the knot button, okay? I don't know if they have this set to needle down or not. I've got to look for the button and find it. There, I think this is it right here. Yeah. And up. What's going on? I hit that. I don't know. I think I touched a button. I don't know what it is. Did I just, this is the thing about new machines, you guys. Do I like this model better than Spanky? So Lady Fair, Spanky is a 10 needle embroidery machine. And this automatically, it looks like it has the needle down right here. I can see that little symbol. Okay. And I'm looking for the foot down button. That's which I have on the Luminaire. I'm looking for the foot down. So I think the idea is you just press the presser foot and it will drop. Lower the presser foot lever. It tells you, so it's, you know, can help you out here. Ooh, listen how quiet that is. All right. I don't have the needle threaded. So see how it stopped with the needle down and the foot down? Well, if it stops with the needle down and the foot down, now I can use the knee lift and I can pivot and go. All right. And that's very handy when you are doing those kinds of seams where, you know, you might be going around the outside edge of something to seal the edges or do a binding or something like that. So very, very nice. I love the knee lift. And then there is the other button, and I've got to play with it and figure out what it is. And we'll do that over time. I don't want to sit here and doink around on this thing. And then the thread cutter. Okay. And that comes up. So I need to put some more thread in this thing. And the beauty too about Brother machines is that they all thread the same. So regardless of what you're doing, you know, whether it is embroidery or, you know, on these types of machines, they all thread the same. So let's see here. Got this brand new spool of thread. This is my favorite thread, you guys. This is Essential Pro by Connecting Threads. They got this going on here and I absolutely love it. This is a poly and it's so strong. And this is what I like to quilt with. And it's too dark in here to see the end. There we go. Now, this big old cone, I would put it in a cup behind the machine. Okay. And up and over. And then I do something weird. There's a little slot in here. This thread guide is for the bobbin. And I like to put, I think it has a slot in it. I like to put my thread through that slot when I come up from over the back. And that way it's going to feed correctly. And then it's just a numbered system. You just follow it along. So hook this in number 6 right here. I put my finger up and over the ball cap and cut. And then let's see here. Oh, it has this kind of auto threader with the button on the side. And it works perfectly every time. Love that. Love that. So anyway, yeah, just wanted to show this machine to you guys. It's very, very cool to have that, them letting me use this. I have got, I know you can see it here. This is the bag that Sandra made me. And in here, I brought I didn't bring a separate Yazzie bag because I was going to be overweight. But I brought, you know, my little ruler. I brought an extra little container to hold the letter pins and whatnot that are on my pieces. I brought a necklace seam ripper. Hopefully I don't need that. Hopefully I don't need that. My favorite little snips. My rotary cutter. Ooh, that's open. Unsafe. Put that back in there. And a marker, friction marker. My scissors. And then the blocks that I need to be able to sew more blocks for the this is for that, what is it called? Vintage Christmas. I've got my pages in the wrong place right here. There we go. There. That's the pattern for that. Do I have this right? I've got these all mixed up, y'all. I was showing them to you the other day and I got them in the wrong order. So anyway, yeah, look at all the specialty stitches. You guys, a lot of you don't use specialty stitches, and you should absolutely use specialty stitches. The ones that I use the most are, let me see where it is on here. I use a join stitch, and a join stitch is very handy if you are putting two pieces of batting together. So it'll go, it does like a 1-2 over 1-2 over 1-2 like that. And it'll join your batting pieces together, which is great when you're franken batting. And because you've got these little pieces that you want to use up, and that's very handy to do. They have that on this machine. So you can take a look. I don't know which one it is here. I haven't looked at it. Like number 30 goes over, it comes down, then it goes zigzag over, and then zigzag over, that kind of thing. That will work as a join stitch. But I use them all the time. They also have that, the not the ladder stitch, but the blanket stitch that goes to the left for applique. Very, very handy. That's on this stitch. If you are not doing, applique embroidery, you're doing it with the domestic, they've got that going this way. I've seen some machines that only have the blanket stitch going that way, which is silly. But anyway, that's me. So let me see here. But hey, Hannon, welcome. You're not late. You're fine. You're fine. I'm just showing, this is the Brother BQ 950. This is a quilting machine. It's designed specifically for quilters. And it's a loaner from Sewing Machines Plus. So I'm going to move you guys back over here to the other side of the room. Oh, I want to show you too. So I did bring that new, the thing Claudia turned me on to. I've brought my sewing tools. Okay. And this is that Omni Grid that I wanted to get from Joann's. I ended up getting it for about the same price from Amazon. It wouldn't surprise me if Joann's was selling it on Amazon. So it's a cutting mat on one side and an ironing pad on the other, and it's 12 by 18, so it's very big. That was nice. I've got that in my Amazon store now. And then also they brought the machine in this gorgeous trolley. I love this. Look at this, y'all. Beautiful, beautiful trolley, nice and big to be able to hold that great big machine. It is a very large machine. And this is the standard arm for the machine. I just flipped it off here. They got a price on here? No, it all says zeros. It ain't free. Nice and big, beautiful luggage on this. It's kind of like a deep grape color. Very pretty, nice big handles. And it's got zipper pockets on each side. And then it's got handles here to pick it up, throw it in the back of the car too. Really nice, very well made. So it says EM on there. I'm not sure who the manufacturer of that is. And look at all the pockets up in here. Check out Sewing Machines Plus to see if you are in the market for a trolley. It's got a Velcro pocket back here for pattern books, papers, whatever you need. And very nice. Stiff sides. And then this opens all the way up. So you can pull it out. How about that? That is fantastic. Keith is not with me. He's home. Frito's babysitting Keith right now. Let me close this up. And then there's also a zipper pocket on the outside as well. Tons of storage here, you guys, in this nice, pretty trolley. So, all right. Back around this way. So all I was going to do today was sew with you guys, unless you guys want to visit and chit chat. So once you get the trolley loaded, you're not throwing it anywhere. I know. They get heavy, don't they? Absolutely. Yeah, they get heavy with all the stuff in it that we have, for sure. Absolutely. So anyway, yeah, I wanted to do some sewing here, and I don't want to poke around on this and I have you guys go, she doesn't know how to work that. You know, that's the thing. I am so used to using my Luminaire that it's it's difficult when you have other machines in front of you and you're like, okay, oh, you've been chatting for hours. We've been here for an hour. I did not make it to the preview last night. No, Jamie, I didn't. Yeah, I was exhausted. When I got in, they have a little restaurant downstairs. I tried to stay on my Weight Watchers as best as I could. I had the turkey club and picked the bacon off. So it was just turkey, very lean turkey and lettuce and a little bit of mayo. And I didn't eat the bread. I was eating it with a fork and a knife. And anyway, it was fine. It was fine. So I want to do some stitching. Now this thing is here in front of me. I want to do some stitching. Let me turn on my iron. And this is the stitches this thing does. Front and back, very balanced, very nice. You thought I wasn't going to be on until 10 your time. Peggy, I was going to be on at 9 Pacific. Is that right? How did I was going to be on at 9 Central, and then I backed it up to 8 because I woke up at 4. I'm like, what am I doing? So, Vicki, I'm going to be in the Sewing Machines Plus booth at Road to California today through Saturday. I fly home on Sunday. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I need to get my things here and get sorted out of what I'm making and what block and what I'm doing. This one, I can do this one if I want. I want to do them in order. It makes me happy to do them in order. That way I can stay straight. So let's see. I know 4 a.m. Peggy. I know, but see, that's 6 a.m. for me in my brain. I saw that some of y'all were chatting about that when you travel, it happens all the time. So I have to, I laid in bed going, what am I doing? I'm wasting time. Thank you, Julie. She says, bravo for sticking to my Weight Watchers. Yeah, I'm going to try, but I don't know what foods are available out here. And I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to do everything I can to stick to it. You know, that's one of those things where I was doing so well, but when you're in a controlled environment like your house, it's great because I've got snacks easy to grab if I get the urge that are within points and all of this. So, hey, did you guys see I made use of my my weenie dog bag? I dug this out the other day when I was going through my declutter last week, and I thought, you know what, my makeup and everything, there's a big mirror right here, so this is where I did my makeup. But this is perfect size for that, and it's just adorable. My friend just got a new weenie dog, and I was gonna make her another one and then fill it with little doggy treats. It's the most adorable little, my friend Connie, just adorable little thing, right? And I thought I'd make her one of these. This design is an embroidery design. It's an in the hoop embroidery design from Sweet Pea. So check it out. Okay. All right. So let me put this back. That's what that is sitting there for. So you've got trouble putting your Husky lift table together. The thin pole has hexies. Oh, yeah. I let my husband do that. Scotty dog. I didn't want to fiddle with it. It would take me 12 times as long. So what are some Weight Watcher snacks I keep on hand? Suzanne, I love to make, I have a really good recipe for hard-boiled eggs. And I use the Miracle Whip Light, the Hellmann's light mayo in them. And those are great. I throw in a tablespoon of Splenda too into that mix, and they're really, really good. So hard-boiled eggs, right? Keep those deviled eggs, hard-boiled eggs too. And, you know, bag salad. I have that pre-made and kept all the time. Betty Boop's husband taught me to keep a wet paper towel in the Ziploc bag, and it extends the life of your lettuce on your salads. I didn't know that. Works great. Not everyone has a husband to put stuff together. I know, Peach. I could do it too, but it would take me 12 times as long. That's what I'm saying. So I just plus it gives him something to do. So how's your cookbook coming along? Right. So I have probably about 24 recipes, and the cookbook was going to be for Instant Pot and crock pot recipes that you guys like. We can do a RV sewing, something you can throw in and let it do its thing. So I've got about 24 recipes. So I would like to have more. I'm working. I'm still in the queue. I figured it would be a while till we collected them. If you've got one, send it to powertoolswiththread@outlook.com. That would be good. So, okay. So this machine right here, this is the Brother BQ 950. Great sewing only machine that has the ability to do some beautiful decorative stitching or it almost does embroidery for lettering, which is very cool too. So I want to do some stitching on this. I'm going to make the Christmas star block. Now this particular machine you cannot buy online. You have to buy it at a dealer. So you like to do white chicken chili in the crock pot? You guys are all talking about it now. Okay. You know, and I found on my Husky lift table, I don't use that crank a whole lot. Once it gets to the one setting, it's there. So, I mean, I know you'd like it if it was going to be there. You know, it should be there, but that'd be fine. I'm going to put 4 of these for my corners down, and the rest of these are going to get marked up. I need more space. Definitely need more space here. And now I'm going to have a really hard time seeing. I didn't bring the black light. All right, I want to see the back of these pieces. I can see what's what. The lighting in here is terrible. Y'all, I went to UPS on the way yesterday to the airport, and I had a package in my pocket that I needed to drop at UPS, and I forgot. I dropped off some returns for Amazon, and I forgot to put the package in because it was in my pocket. And I realized it when I was on the plane, and I said, oh man, so I've got to find a UPS and get it shipped. I got to find one and get over there. So I could buy a small light at the show, I imagine. So what I'm doing right now is I am marking diagonally corner to corner on my background fabric. And this is one thing too about this nice big quilting table. Can I ask SMP blame for a loaner light bar, right? I know I'd have to hook it. Y'all, I don't know why. I didn't even think about lighting. And I told my husband, we were in the truck on the way to the airport. Oh, I need to mark my short side. Mark the short side with the mark. I told my husband on the way to the airport, I said, right before I walked out the door, I grabbed my charging cables for my watch and my phone. And he looked at me and he goes, checklist, checklist, checklist. I said, I know. I know. I don't know. I guess I was all discombobulated because of the weather and the flight change, even though it was later. I don't know. I just was not on my game for this trip. So, yeah, no. And Blaine is great. Last night he texted me about 8:45 Pacific. Now, y'all, that's 10:45 for me. 8:45, he says, hey, we're down here eating. Do you want to come join us? I'm like, no, no, I do not. No way. Just like a loadmaster. That's right. That is exactly right. My husband used the checklist, and I have a checklist. Did I open it up and look at it? No. They are good for checklists. Yeah, I know. Husbands are great for that. I don't know what it was. I just not on my game. Do you guys ever get that way where you always have to do, I forget everything. And you got to start your checklist like days in advance or weeks where you go, oh, I don't want to forget that. I don't want to forget that either. But I do have the important things, like the charging cable for my phone and my watch. Important. Only one screaming child on the airplane. That wasn't bad. Not bad at all. And that was way in the back. Okay. There, I've marked all my pieces now. So you have index cards, common packing lists. I know, I need to, just didn't have it together. Just did not have it together. I do have a standard checklist on my phone. I know, I do, Patty. I'm such a homebody. Maybe it's just subconsciously, I just don't want to go. Right? I'm thinking I need to just change my mindset about this. I'm here to have fun, right? Here to have fun. All right. So what am I sewing that to? 4 yellow and 4 blue according to the pattern. So let me work up. Let me do 4 blue here. So this is the Vintage Christmas Quilt by Lori Holtz. And I'm doing the Christmas star block on page 22 is what I'm doing. We had a really good day Monday doing the Brightly sampler block, that extra one we did. That turned out really good. I do it an hour later. So you were born in Santa Barbara? Oh, wow. I stay away from California as much as possible. I try to stay in Texas best I can. Of course, unless I'm traveling in the motorhome. But all right. And let's see. And I just want to make sure, again, these half square triangles. 1, 2, 3, 4 blue, 1, 2, 3, 4 yellow with the background fabric. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Perfect. And these are C. So I don't have the alpha bitties with me because they can move. I got these little, I got these little beads that I just put a pin through it. And that works fine in a pinch. I prefer the alpha bitties because I can see them better. Somebody sent me the flathead pins. They sent me and showed me. You were so excited that I would be here in California. Well, Vicki, come on. I'm here in California. Come on. Oh, the weather's beautiful. Anyway, they sent me an ad or a dot. What is it? They just sent me a webpage that showed those little flat head pins, flower heads that are alphabetized, and that's great. All right, here we go. Now, on these machines, let me see if I can needle right. There's got to be a way that I can needle right, and I know that you can bounce that needle to my right. I want to do that, and there's a way I can do it so that the very left side of, I think this machine will do it, I'm not sure. The very left side of this foot would be the 1/4 inch right there. So I've got to play with this and find it on this screen here. I don't want to do this manually. If I don't have to eyeball it, even though, oh, I don't need that right now. I'm sewing on the diagonal. Okay. So I want to sew center. Let's see, 1 is needle left. 2 is needle center with the knot, and 3 is needle center. It'll let me go backwards. I'm going to do 3. I'm on 3. Okay. Got that. I don't have that thing. All right, let's go. I'm going to see if how good this works. We've got some California fans here, huh? Okay. So that is not stopping with the presser foot up. I've got to find the button to make that happen. I'm sure. No, you do this. Where is it? Find the button to make that happen. See, I'd need to poke around with this. I want that foot to come up, and it will. I just don't have it set for that. That's not a default setting on the machine. I just got to find it. I want to poke around with it while you guys are here. So I have the knee lift, which is perfect. Ooh, I'm missing that diagonal seam tape too. I don't think they want me putting that stuff all over their machine. Do you guys see that video I did on how to install the diagonal seam tape? It was a quick one. I've got another video coming out on Saturday, pre-recorded, and it is the Takeover Tuesday that I did with Sewing Machines Plus on how to stitch the pieces for the computer bag that I made, the Buy Annie computer bag. And what I'm showing on the long arm, you guys can do on a domestic as well. So when that video comes out on Saturday, if you watch that, keep that in mind, that you can do it on the domestic as well. So all you're going to end up doing is you're going to, like, if it says to make a pre-quilted piece that's 12 tall, 15 wide, you want to draw your 12 by 15 lines on your pre-quilted fabric, and then just 1/8 inch inside of that stitch, you'll stitch on that line. That is your cut line. And then another 1/8 inch inside of it, stitch another line. And that is the line that seals, that is the stitch line that seals your pieces. And that way you don't have to do it after the fact. It's so handy. That is not straight. My base shape is the yellow. Maintain the integrity of the base shape. Okay. Little hum. Oh, I like this machine. Very nice. Very nice. That video, so a lady had written to me. She wrote an email and she said, hey, I want to get the diagonal seam tape and I want to use your link. And, we were going back and forth, and then I sent her a link, and then she said, oh, I want free shipping on Amazon. So send me that link. I said, okay. So I did. And then, then I was like, well, she probably doesn't know how to put it on. Right. So I went looking on YouTube for videos on how to install the diagonal seam tape, and everyone I found had it where you took the tape and you put it here in the front and you eyeballed it and made sure the red line was even with the needle. And I was like, nope. And I couldn't find a video that showed my method of extending that seam tape beyond the back of the needle and getting it lined up accurately with, gosh, oh no, that's the wrong one. Getting it lined up accurately with, any line that is on the bed of your machine. This is machined properly, in the manufacturing process to be an exact 90-degree angle. So use one of these lines with a ruler to get this end of it straight. It's really easy to get that diagonal seam tape so that it's off a hair. And so then you're going to come into it sideways. And then you'll be like, why aren't my seams straight? I'm using that stupid tape. What's the deal, right? Becky said. So I went ahead and made that video. And it's only 2 or 3 minutes. Boy, it makes a world of difference, you guys. Okay. Man, this machine is nice, smooth. Love this. This is the Brother BQ 950. Not quite a travel machine, not quite, you know, the big dogs. So, yeah, you're going to order that tape. You're going to love it. Is that Gil? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Hard to see y'all's names. It's dark in here. You used my method, Suzanne, and it worked out great. Good. I'm glad to hear that. Okay, let's cut the thread. Love it. You know, Keith doesn't use his knee lift. And he doesn't use his knee lift because he's sewing on this big, I don't want to cut these apart. He's sewing on a big Martelli table. And the Martelli table has so much stuff underneath it. And the way his chair sits, he can't get to the knee lift. And that's not a good thing. So this is just a desk and it's perfect, right? And this is their heavy table. Okay. Don't travel without these. Love it. Oh. Same, always, you guys, maintain the integrity of the base shape. I'm going to pull up my half square triangle and show the points meet exactly. And then finger crease. You ordered the tape. You're welcome, Fran. Good. You'll love it. It just makes such a big difference in the accuracy of your sewing. Such a big difference. I hate to have my back to y'all, but we're on the road in a pinch, right? So I'm wearing my, of course, the standard sewing t-shirt. But y'all, I'm wearing my elastic waisted Pioneer Woman jeans and my Skechers slip-ins comfy shoes. I'm going to be on my feet all day. So I just have to remember to drink my water. I'm going to set a timer on my watch to drink my water. Otherwise, I just get exhausted. So, and the thing too, when you're at these shows, you have to be on, you know, you're always smiling, you're always happy. And it's fun, but again, that too can be exhausting. So that's one of the reasons that I never, when I would go to All Brands in their booth at Houston, I'd show up on my own time and leave at my own time, you know, go to lunch at my own time and all that. Well, I can't do that here. Blaine's working me here. He's like, hey, be there at 9 o'clock. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So it looks like I made a kite tail. I know. Isn't that cute? It amazes me how many men watch my channel. So let's see here. What kind of batting do I use? Deborah, I like 100% cotton, and I buy it from loftsupply.com, L-O-F-T supply.com. They own, and I like the white because I usually use white background fabrics. I have a big roll that I use. All right, now where did I stop? Here we go. I like that batting, and because they are a husband and wife team out of the Woodlands, Texas, which is just north of Houston. And David and Sherry Mark, they own Loft Supply, and just a wonderful, wonderful couple. And matter of fact, they came to our booth. They had a booth up at our RV Sew Together in El Campo last September. But they only buy their product from a mill out of Fort Worth. So they're buying USA made products. And I've never had any kind of holes or bowls or anything like that. Boy, you don't want your needle, especially on a long arm, to hit a bowl in your batting. That's horrible. Whoop, that came down. Put this back. So Shark Tank Friday. That's right. On ABC, we're going to all watch Shark Tank on Friday. Well, I won't. I'll be at the Quilt show, Road to California. I might watch it on my phone if I can. So depending on the time. I've got to figure that out. So Shark Tank, we're going to watch Mike Odell from Legit Kits. So I have used the bamboo, and I like the bamboo batting. I think it is wonderful. I love the drape on bamboo. I have used a bamboo and hemp blend, and not a huge fan of that one because it shifts a lot on the long arm. It did for me. The cotton bamboo blend, I love. I know I need to check with Scotty Dog. I know. Hey, you guys, give a thumbs up. If you're sitting there on your couch, grab the remote and hit the channel up button. That gives me a thumbs up, if you would. That would be awesome. Now the housekeeper's probably going to come in here and go, what is all this fabric all over the floor and the thread? I'm going to try to be neat. She's probably going to go, what? Oh, and yesterday when I was having my my club sandwich, the waiter said, the quilt convention's this week. He said, there's always so many people here for the quilt convention. So you double batted with the bamboo, and wow, did you like that, Jean? I have not double batted with bamboo. That's interesting. I bet that's cozy. Okay. All right. So you guys, look, I've got perfect little half square triangles. Perfect. Good stuff. Oh, I forgot the one that I trimmed. I'm going to leave those right there. Now, when I'm doing this, that little part that I made with the mark, that's the part that's going to be cut off, right? So I'm going to take the other side, which is the larger side of the two, and fold it over so the point meets. Okay. It didn't take, yeah, I know. My subscriber count is climbing more rapidly. That makes me happy, very happy, because I want to share the love of sewing with you guys all over the world. Love it. Has taken a little bit, right? Has definitely taken a little bit. I had growing like crazy during COVID. And then when the world opened up, it really slowed down. And that's okay. That's fine. You know, people got a life and things to do and whatnot. That's okay. I'm going to be here for you guys regardless. So, oh, pretty. Isn't that nice? All right. So let me see here. I'll put that there. And now I need to make yellow and blue half square triangles. So let me get those. Again, this is the Brother BQ 950. Great machine if you're looking for a sewing only that has a tendency toward an embroidery machine because it has, oh my gosh, you guys, I bet you 60 plus little symbols, letters, numbers, punctuations. I used to use that feature for my son's clothes. I'd make little tags. Before I jumped into an actual embroidery machine, I would use that to make tags for his clothes. If he was going to go to camp, right? Or whatever. You never know. I don't know how it is that things move. You admire my dedication and grit. Is that what it is? What do I do with my pen? I like to sew, you guys. I just like to sew. What's the deal with bamboo batting? Story time. Bamboo batting, one, it's just like cotton, fabulously renewable product, right? You're not using a poly, so it's a natural product. And it has a drape that just very cozy. It just feels so good. I love bamboo. It stitches beautifully. It's just a lovely product. I'm glad they came up with that. There's so many things they're doing with bamboo now. So, and bamboo, I don't know if you've ever tried to cut it down. Boy, those fibers are strong. But they're using it in manufacturing to make batting, and it's just gorgeous. It's really hard to tell when you go to a show and the batting vendor is there and they've got these little pieces of things out and they want you to feel them. And for me, sometimes I go, I can't tell the difference. I really can't tell the difference between the cotton and the bamboo. They kind of feel the same. They kind of weight the same. And you all look out. I mean, you're looking at them and they drape the same. You're like, well, but you put bamboo in a quilt and it's finished and it's night and day different from a cotton batting. So I love them. I love bamboo. So I was like, well, what's the deal with the bamboo hemp? And I bought a roll. I should have bought a package. Yeah, subscribe. It's free. It's free. Hit the little bell for notifications. So you know when I drop a video. Okay. Now I'm going to be here all week at this time, you guys, okay? We're going to do 8 a.m. Central because 2 hours later was not, I mean, I've got to leave here and go down and get a bite to eat and get myself ready to be on my feet all day. All right. And then I'm going to come back this evening and probably sew. I don't know. Ooh, this is holding nice and tightly. So getting pretty pretty. I like a machine that doesn't have any wiggle. As the piece goes underneath it, it doesn't do this. I don't want wiggle. That doesn't give me straight seams. Neither does misaligning your blocks. I can see why Keith is doing really well on his legit kits because he's using this machine. This thing's pretty good workhorse. Well, all right, you guys. Our hour is up. This has been a lot of fun. So great for you guys to be here with me. I really appreciate it. I know it's not what you're used to, but I am love you guys, and I'm glad you are here. So you thought I was starting at 10 Eastern. Yeah, I was going to, but my internal clock said no, start an hour earlier. So I will be here at 8 a.m. Central for the rest of the week. I am here in California at the Road to California Quilt Show. If you get a chance, please come by. I would love to meet you, see you, get pictures with you. I will be in the Sewing Machines Plus booth, and I'm going to have a lot of fun, and I can't wait for you to get there. So also, if you are subscribed and you have notifications on, if I jump on a live and go around and show you what's happening at the show, then you'll be able to see that too. So it should be a lot of fun. All right, y'all. I love you guys. I will talk to you soon. Y'all go sew something. Bye.